And we are once again back with more Arknights. So, alright. Let's see here. Oh. Yeah. First map, pretty standard. Easy stuff, easy stuff. Let's just go. Made a team for the event with as many Sui siblings as possible, you know. I couldn't get Neon in because we still have 3 tanks and I only use 2, so that's annoying. Yeah, we don't have any healing Sui, we don't have any sniper Sui, we don't have any vanguard Sui, we don't have any specialist Sui, so yeah, another tank that was pretty annoying, but you know, it is what it is. We'll make it work somehow. Got to promote you, so that's pretty nice. I'll work on wait, hold on, let me... Oh, I didn't boost her stuff yet. Sorry about that. Let's get that going real quick. Boom. And boom. There we go. Sorry. I forgot to boost her skills. There we go. So, yeah, I'll work on Blaze tomorrow. So, yeah, for now we got you going. Let's go. Caller died. Check, please. Wait a minute, I'm busy. Oh, all you ordered was a bowl of plain noodles. It's on the house. Come on. I'll leave the money on the counter by. Thank you, come again. Eating so little for lunch at that age, what gives? Too many colors blind the eyes. Too many flavors stall the tongue. One must not indulge in the desire for food. Didn't you just eat the 1 bowl of plain noodles? This is my 5th. I'm not like you, I prefer my food light and simple. I never add any seasonings when I eat, no salt, vinegar, chili, scallions, garlic or spices at all. When I'm eating, I want to taste the food itself. If the basics are even slightly less than fresh, my taste buds will detect it instantly. Okay, that's cool. Judging by your Mandarin robes, you're a deputy minister from the Judicial Review Office, aren't you? Your tongue must be the greatest judge under heaven. Haha, you have a way with words. When next you feel you've been wrong, come find me at the Judicial Review Office. My name is Yu Cheng. I won't need to trouble your magisterial greatness with that sort of thing. I am but a humble officer of the Ministry of Rights. I am not often wronged. Well, come see me anyway. I'll treat you to a bowl of noodles. What is your name, young man? I'm called Gu Quan. Hey Chiang, I'm here. Oh, look at this dude, damn. Coming. What'll it be today, Lou? I'll have the usual. Any specials today? Well, persimmon sign season, we also got a fresh batch of chestnuts today. You can either eat them raw, nice and crispy, or cooked, sweet and tender. How about stewed beef belly with chestnuts and then some osmanthus flavored dried persimmon for dessert? Oh, I can already tell this event is going to get me hungry so fast. Oh my god, no. Nice, alright, I'll try that then. By the way, that sign we fixed for your restaurant a while back. Don't worry, I checked it with our chef. This meal is on the house. You've taken care of all of our carpentry work for the past few years. Treating you to a few meals is the least we can do. Haha, you're too kind. He's really a great cook, the greatest under heaven, I'd say. I can't find food this good anywhere else. That wooden talisman I gave him, I meant it. He was too modest to accept the gift. Come on, enough already. We're just a little old eatery. It's you who keeps us in business. You don't need to flatter us like that. By the way, where is that young chef of yours? I didn't see him sitting outside and chatting with the guests today. Don't even bring him up. He's been stalking since early this morning. There's this famous food critic going around lately, taking advantage of the buzz from the Feast of 100 Delicacies, you know. I hear she's visiting all the hidden little eateries in town, rating them one by one in the newspapers. I know. I heard she published an article reviewing taverns in Baishao. She's even writing a book, says she wants to compile all the best recipes from Baishao, past and present. She calls herself the Wandering Foodie, or something like that. She's certainly ambitious. Baishao has countless taverns, and these places have been making their dishes for generations. To write a book about them, she'll need a wealth of knowledge and a stomach big enough for all that food. Exactly. But here the book she's working on, Baishao Cuisine and Food Culture, already earned some praise from the head chefs of the 4th-grade restaurants. And none of them have anything bad to say about her reviews. Rumor has it she's dropping in here today. Well, you have nothing to worry about with your chef's cooking. Even the harshest critic will have nothing to criticize, right? You know his temper. Whether the reviews are good or bad, he can't stand people talking about his food. He says he doesn't want to get into a cooking competition, but that's just because he's afraid he'll lose. Alright, that's enough of that. The only thing I'm worried about is people discovering this place, so I won't be able to get a table here anymore. Knock on wood. Another customer. Oh. Hey, look, the two of you coming right at this hour. We are right across from the Judicial Review Office. I guess it's kind of becoming the unofficial cafeteria. If it wasn't for this restaurant, I would have resigned and moved home ages ago. Don't say such things. You have a duty. How could you think of resigning? What's up? Why so serious? It's the Feast of 100 Delicacies, of course. The busiest time of the year for the office. I haven't had a good night's sleep in a month. Who can keep going like this? The precautions are necessary, though. There are so many tourists here now. If something bad were to happen, it would be a disaster. No matter how careful we are, there's just too much going on. Something is bound to happen. Hey, enough shop talk. Just enjoy the food. You think we're talking about work because we want to? Ugh. By the way, did you hear about the Ding Fei Lu case? What case? If there's something to say, just say it. Why all the secrecy? I'm not trying to be secretive. This case is just downright eerie. What? Oh, here's the kitchen. Damn, that looks good. On the 15th of last month, the Ding Fei Lu was busiest. Every one of its 100 or so stoves were burning all day and late into the night. That night, one of the stoves caught fire and the staff could not put it out. A handful of chefs were injured. The Urginium pipe sprung a leak, was it? That's nothing new. Well, the investigators could not determine whether the pipe had been tampered with or not. Hundreds of people have access to that kitchen. Who knows if someone did something? You must know that Ding Fei Lu is the most famous restaurant in Baishao and the organizer of the feast. The thing that makes this incident particularly strange is that it happened on the 15th day of the month, and the fire started on the 100th stone. Some say they saw a strange silhouette amidst the flames. That's creepy, yeah. Let's stick to the facts, yes. We don't need to fabricate things here. I'm telling you the truth. Many people said they saw it. The work you do at the Judicial Review Office is pretty interesting. Listening to you talk about your cases is like reading a detective novel. Come now, we're hardly office here. It's just that whenever a case drags on for a few weeks without progress, I have nightmares about it. Actually, now that you mention it, I also heard about a strange case recently. There's nothing supernatural about it, it's just plain weird. Oh, another juicy story? Do tell. I really shouldn't divulge too many details about this. You can't tease us like that. The suspense is killing me. This is a matter of great importance. The place where this incident occurred is truly significant. It was the Mr. Ning's manor, former Minister of Rights. My Shifu has been investigating this case for a while now. I've only heard an overview. He won't tell he won't tell me more. Mr. Ning has been retired for several years now. He is in the process of leaving Baishao and moving back to his hometown in Jiangnan. But a few days ago, a strange thief broke into his mansion. Nothing was stolen and no one was hurt. But one of the guest rooms there was a painting of a Xian hanging on the wall, and someone used melted honey to draw a line across the Xian's mouth. Of course, the mansion was heavily guarded, but the thief seemed to know the layout very well. And that thief, whether down to incredible skill or sheer experience, left no trace behind. My Shifu and the others have their hands full trying to crack the case. Sealing the lips with honey? Isn't that from the legend of the stove gun? It ensures the stove guard will say more good things than bad. The thief vandalized the painting, but didn't steal anything of value. They don't care for money, so did they have some other motive? What motive could they have had? Minister Ning is an honorable Mandarin. He has decades-long record of dutiful public service. Who could have any issue with him? Regardless, he is an important court Mandarin. The ransacking of his manor is no small matter, especially at a time like this. It is our greatest fear come true. Oh hey, I just thought of something. You scared me. What's the thought? I just remembered that I also saw something weird a few days ago right in this very restaurant. It was 3 days ago. I was here eating when a real strange customer walked in. He looked to be on the older side and he was still wearing a prison outfit, as if he had just been released by the Judicial Review Office. He sat down and ordered 20 bowls of white rice, nothing else. He downed them in no time flat. That's all you're going to eat? Eating all that rice is bound to make you choke. Why don't we whip up 2 little entries for you and a bowl of soup on the house? No. It's Da Huang rice, nice and fresh, the finest on the land. What other food could I possibly need? I filled my belly. I have no need for any free dishes. Check, please. Okay, so that's the from the shoe event here at People's Souls. This time I remember. But yeah, that's from the shoe event. Da Huang. Damn, okay, so this event has definitely something to do with here at People's Souls. Okay. Very interesting. That was pretty strange too, yeah. After the funny fellow finished eating, he grabbed all 20 empty bowls and walked out of the restaurant. He kept walking until he reached the Judicial Review Office. He threw the pile of bowls at the door of the office and yelled, "I'm the one who set the fire in the scullery." Well, I'm sure you know more about it than me, especially with my terrible memory. Who was that guy anyway? What happened to him in the end? Heh. There's no way I could discuss something like that with you. Shh, there are civilians at the next table over. Don't worry about them. I heard that lady speaking Victorian. I think they're foreigners. They don't understand what we're saying anyway. Hey, there's Blaze. Lauband, Dian can. It's Blaze. Perfect Yanese. That's fun. That's fun. Red silk special, mild tofu, soft yellow shells, autumn casserole, and jade surprise. And that's all she ordered. Is she trying to challenge us? She seems very polite. She just looked at the menu and picked out these dishes. Didn't look like she was asking for trouble. I think she might be that food critic, the one who wrote Baishao Cuisine and Food Culture. What kind of food critic comes in and orders nothing but tofu? Relax, chef, relax. You know how things are going here, business-wise. The future of our restaurant hinges upon this very moment. You have to do your best. The dishes must be flawless. The Victorian woman pulls up a chair and 2 jugs of wine and sits at the table with the 2 mandarins of the Judicial Review Office. She casually pours each a glass of wine. Its rich, sweet aroma soon fills the table. Please drink and enjoy. This wine was meant for sharing. Aye aye, so what happened next? What became of the weirdo who threw the empty rice bowls? Good lady, what you just heard was nothing more than idle diner's chatter. Whatever you do, please do not share it with anyone else. Huh? But you haven't finished the story yet. Where's the cliffhanger? Where's the stay tuned for the next episode? Dude, I love Blaze. How can you not love Blaze, bro? Come on. Ah, she's so fun. That's why she was my first favorite in the game. She's so wholesome. I am a Mandarin of the Judicial Review Office, madam. I'm not a storyteller in the tea house. What a coincidence. I have a good friend who works there too. And here I was thinking everybody at the Judicial Review Office was stuffy, pretentious, and tight-lipped. Dear madam, have you come to Yan all by yourself? Are you here on vacation? Let's not be so formal. My Yanese name is Huang, or Blaze in Victorian. And yes, I guess you could say I'm here on vacation. I have met many Victorians who speak Yanese as well as you do. Have you lived in Yan previously? Actually no, but I am not 100% Victorian. My father is Yanese. Oh, there's Leizi. 3 rules, you say? Yes, if you can't follow these rules, I won't be able to take you back to Baishao. Okay, lay them on me. First, be very wary of strangers. Do not, of your own volition, take actions that are unnecessary. What do you take me for, a 3-year-old? I know that, what else? Second, do not tell anyone that you are infected. Do I really need you to tell me that? Third, do not on any circumstances tell anyone about your father. Okay. Please, you are an important witness in all of these major cases as well as an important piece of evidence. I need your cooperation, and in return I will guarantee your safety. Bro, have you met Blaze? She doesn't need fucking safety. What's that about you then? I'm here to visit some family and I'm on vacation. Well, madam, you came at the perfect time. The feast of 100 delicacies is about to begin. All Baishao's restaurants compete to serve the best dishes. This is the time of the year when you can try the tastiest food. Really, do you have any Baishao delicacies you can recommend, or maybe a restaurant or two? Baishao doesn't have any signature dishes or Baishao delicacies, as you put it. Instead, you'll find that every single dish you eat in Baishao makes a delicacy. Ah, that makes sense. I didn't make the connection until now that Baishao means 100 stoves in Victorian. You know what they say to the people, food is heaven. Yes, the name Baishao bestowed ages ago by the reigning True Long means to tempt all cooking stoves under heaven. That's so cool, dude. I love that. That's a cool, translation, I guess. All of Yan is basically China, right? So, got a lot of cool lore and backstory and all that from China as well. Pretty cool. I love it. Later, someone says, exquisite food demands meticulous preparation. See, fine food doesn't just fill your stomach, it soothes your soul. There are different dishes for every season and every region. The best chefs, they have a wealth of knowledge and the power of the gods at their fingertips. Please, let's eat. Enough fooling around with foreign tourists. Order up. Nice. Yeah, Blaze. Having a good time. Do you have some special fondness for tofu or? These are all tofu dishes. They have different names, so I had no idea. Who would have thought that Yan had so many different kinds of tofu? Oh! Shit! Yeah, we got... dude. Anime food looks so good. It's not fair. Okay. Whatever. There's more than enough tofu for everyone. We'll all enjoy it together. Isn't that the custom here in Yan after all? Alright, let's dig in. Isn't that Shin... Oh. Isn't she Blaze's cousin or something? They're family. I remember that from the live stream. I forgot. I'll go check after. So I don't spread misinformation or something like that. I remember it from the... She's definitely family with Blaze though. What's this? I don't remember ordering a dessert. Oh. Oh. Did you send out the food? Does she like it? Actually, she didn't really eat much. She gave most of her away to the other customers. Ugh. Settle down. She might be feeling out the ambience, you know. Just calm down. Let's see what happens. So what is this feast of 100 delicacies you keep talking about? You may speak fluent Chinese, madam, but there are clearly gaps in your knowledge of our culture. The Feast of 100 Delicacies happens every year in mid-autumn, when the True Long convenes meetings with mandarins at all levels to discuss state affairs. If it's just a bunch of government meetings, why is it called the Feast of 100 Delicacies? Now that is a beautiful origin story. Many years ago, the True Long at the time held a birthday banquet and all the mandarins presented him with gifts, including all manner of rare treasures from all across Yan. But there was one mandarin, a young assistant minister from the Ministry of Revenue, who gave the Tulong a bowl of pearl jade soup. The Tulong lifted the lid of the bowl only to find a clump of rotten cabbage leaves and a scant few grains of brown rice floating in some water. The Tulong was enraged, demanding, "What is the meaning of this?" The assistant minister replied, "There was a flood in Jiangqi this year, so we had a terrible harvest. What you see in the bowl here is what the peasants have been eating every day." Speaking up for what's right, that's what any good mandarin should do. Still, doing it to the Tulong's face on his birthday like that takes some serious guts. Yes, the surprising thing is the Tulong did not punish the young mandarin. He praised him and ordered that all other mandarins follow his example in advocating for the people. The Tulong ordered cuts to the court budget and used those funds for disaster relief. Okay, great fucking leader right here. Great leader right here. You love to see it. He built embarks to guard against future floods, and Jiangqi was saved. Yeah, and the following year the mandarins presented the Tulong with a bowl of sumptuous fortune soup to show him that the fineries were thriving. In summation, the annual banquet became a tradition called the Feast of 100 Delicacies, held every year during the Mid-Autumn Festival. And all restaurants in the city serve dishes from the traditional 100 Delicacies menu, welcoming all people to join in the celebration. Oh, the Annies really know food, don't they? This little shop here is a great example. It may look ordinary, but it serves top-notch eats. Just look how many different types of tofu they can make. Amazing! Then again, these cakes here, they taste different to the ones I've had before, and not in a good way. I think something's not quite right with them. Huh? Why's everyone gone silent? Here we go. Was it you? You're the one criticizing my food? Oh no, here we go. Oh, no? Okay. Oh shit, that was... Wow, we're past 20 minutes, okay. Scallion tofu, okay. So yeah, we gotta get some fast attack going, that's why I picked a lot of fast attackers. Whoa, what happened to his English? Where's my young... Yeah, what the hell? Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. I'm not okay with this. There we go. Gave him the... No, I like Young, yeah. I'm used to I'm used to his voice more. There we go. Get Ingrid going. I'm using it. I'm using her everywhere. She's so good. I'm using Ingrid in every single stage I'm in now. She's so good. Okay, spread some healing all over the place here because best healer in the game. Also the cutest. Yeah, read because dragons, you know, we got a dragon event. We gotta have we gotta have more dragons in the game. Cool. And of course, thorns for the poison damage, so that's gonna be useful here. Dude, I miss Young. Yeah, come on. Why did it change back? That's annoying. Oh well, I'll change it when we're done here. There we go. Yeah, you're welcome to try. Okay, let's get Blaze going. We need to use the new ones. Oh damn. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like we need... Okay, let's get... oh boy. He sounds so young! It's amazing, dude! Oh yeah, hell yeah. Give me that dragon, bro. Summon Shenlong. Get Shenron going. For all my Dragon Ball fans out there. Yeah. So cool. So cool. Get him, Shenron. Hell yeah. That's what I'm gonna call the dragon. I already forgot the name of it, so I'm gonna call it Shenron. Come over here. Oh, well, you didn't get very far. That was adorable, though. Damn, this event is going to take a long time. I can already see that with all this talking and talking. It's gonna be a long event, man. What do you want to show me? Pick up the pace a little, we'll be there soon. Oh, in the mountains where dusk is. Oh, it's Leizi again. Linkinian? Is that her real name? Okay. If you walk in the snow by the stream, the fragrant plum blossoms are rare. However, you can find some at the base of the mountain. I suppose the view of the fireworks against the city skyline from atop the mountain could be the only thing worth climbing all the way up here. Fireworks. Who cares about those? I brought you here to see this pine tree. Oh, that's you, Cheng. Okay. An evergreen? It can withstand the cold weather. No, that's not what's special about it. I planted this tree myself right before I assumed my post in Baishao. Back then I had the same mindset as you. After all these years I'm a different person now, and this tree is a different tree. I do not understand. That doesn't matter. All you need to do now is look at the tree imprinted in your memory. King Yan, you will do well in the Judicial Review Office. You will go on to be an excellent deputy minister, or maybe a minister yourself. Those cases will not be a problem for you. There's really only one issue that you'll need to focus on. Will you be able to handle the truth? I do not understand. You don't need to understand now. Every once in a while you will think back to this pine tree. Once you spend enough time contemplating the tree, you will understand the rest. After I die, cut down the tree. Use its wood to fashion my coffin. Mr. Yu! We should be going. The higher you climb, the colder it gets. Huh. Whoa! Years of wind and snow, moments fleeting like blossoms in the morning and evening light. Once more I think back to the pine tree and the mountain path buried in snow. Dude, that's some beautiful music in the background. Yu Cheng, what penalty do you propose to atone for your guilt? Oh shit. Hey, okay, hello. Leizi. I was gonna say, hey, the yen symbol. What time is it? Has the suspect confessed yet? Senator Jishan, this is a serious matter. Please mind your words and behavior. This is a routine internal matter for the Judicial Review Office. The Department of Discipline and Supervision is just going through the motions. It's not a big deal. Oh, it's probably a girl, but I'm stupid. However, this trial today certainly has been interesting. The minister is usually quite well-tempered. I've never seen her that angry before. Oh yeah, I can remember that from the anime. There's only the. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful! Yo, who this? Who this? Chen Chi? Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. Oh no. The blue bro. Oh nah. Nah, she's gorgeous. What the hell? Give me that. Give me that. Damn, girl. She's definitely a dragon too. Yu Cheng, you served in the Judicial Review Office once. You took an oath before the bronze mirror. Do you really think the Judicial Review Office is the proper place for you to act like a spoiled brat? That's an unjust accusation. You asked me all that you needed to ask, and I answered them. What else would you have me do? On the 15th of last month, about 1:45 a.m., someone set fire to the southern end of the Judicial Review Office growlery. That person was me. Liar! When the fire broke out, you were in pre-trial detention. How could you have started it? If you planned the fire, you had help. Name your co-conspirator. I had no co-conspirator, however I did have a helper. A foul beast. That night a wounded foul beast landed by the window of my cell. I fed it a few grains of rice and some fresh water. The foul beast was quite intelligent. I saved it and it was willing to return the favor. I gave it a burning straw and told it to fly to the squallery. What? You think the courtroom has no time for your games? I'm not playing games. Ask me anything and I will answer truthfully. Well, you say you started the fire. Elaborate on that if you will. What species of foul beast was it that you used? Do I look like a foul beast expert? I only remember that it was completely black without a single stray hair. As black as the human heart. Okay, you must be fun at parties, bro. But he's not wrong. You said you gave the foul beast a burning straw. You were locked in a cell. Where did you get the straw? I picked it out of my sleeping cushion. Your cushion was made of cotton? Then my memory is mistaken. It must have fallen in from the foul beast's nest. The guards did a full search of your cell after the fire. They did not find any foul beast's nest. If criminals don't try to cover their tracks, we wouldn't need the Judicial Review Office or the Ministry of Justice, would we? That foul beast truly understood human nature. Why, you? Alright, as for how I lit the straw in the first place, I struck the cell bars with those iron shackles exactly 863 times. One for each year of the Judicial Review Office's existence. Jesus, dude. That's fucking dedication right there. Holy fuck. 863. Dude. Damn. Okay. That is as much detail as I can provide on the fire. Will it do? Madam Minister, do you have more questions for me? He really doesn't give a shit. It seems that he has been reading some fanciful stories since his retirement. This is no time for jokes. Well, she had the patience to play along with him and indulge his insanity. Do you want to enter this line into the record? Of course. Interesting. Yu Cheng was once appointed Deputy Minister for the Judicial Review Office's Howran Pavilion. There he took down countless corrupt mandarins and notorious criminals. However, after his retirement, you convicted him of fabricating evidence, which is how he ended up here. As you think back now, do you regret your choice, Deputy Minister Lin? The law is the law. It bends to no man. Stop trying to stir up trouble, Sensor G. But when we look at it, Yu Cheng's behavior is quite odd. When he was charged with fabricating evidence, he did not question it or protest. Now, after he's been convicted, he dares to start a fire. He decides to start a fire. That's not right. I still have questions. Yes, Deputy Minister Lin. Lin Qian. Yeah, that's probably how you say that. Lin Qian puts down her pen and paper and happens to meet Yu Cheng's gaze. The prisoner who has been pretending to be insane is now staring at her intently. She wants to know the truth. She does not fear revealing herself in the process. Yu Cheng seems pleased with Lin Qian's reaction. He closes his eyes as an ugly grin crosses his face. Deputy Minister Lin, as acting clerk, you need only take notes. Minister Chen. So we have two Chens. Only without the apostrophe. That's what that's called, right? Minister Chen, there is one question you haven't yet asked. Yu Cheng claims he set the fire. What was his motive? The suspect's confession is clearly nonsense. Why bother asking his motive? Haha, I'm the one who set the fire to the squallery. You must believe me. That's why I did it. Yu Cheng, there were 74,000 case piles in the southern section of the squallery, the result of 60 years of painstaking effort and the hard work of 24 deputy ministers, and you saw fit to turn them all into ash? Yu Cheng suddenly droops his head. He remains silent for what seems like ages. The minister's eyes remain fixed on him, watching his every move. As I see it, it was no great loss. Those files were filled with half-truths, whitewashed fabrications, and outright lies. Gazing upon them dirties the eyes. Thinking of them tastes the mind. So I thought it best to cleanse it all in flames. Cleanse? Just what are you trying to say? What I am trying to say? If you're keen to know, then let's have a discussion. That which I burned, was it clean or dirty? Minister Chen, the suspect is clearly suffering from some sort of mental disease. It's getting late, shall we conclude the questioning for today? Escort Yu Cheng back to his cell. I truly regret that we subjected the Department of Discipline and Supervision to this circus here today. It is truly a vexing case, we understand. The Judicial Review Office will be sure to submit a full explanation to the Department of Discipline and Supervision. I hope this can be resolved quickly, so I don't have to make so many trips here. You've planted way too many camphor trees in this courtyard. They're making me sneeze. I shall take my leave now, Deputy Minister Lin. See you. You should be off too, Lin Qingyan. Courtroom door swings open as sunlight pours in once more. Lin Qingyan immediately spots the 7 towers with 18 pointed roofs hidden in the shadows of the trees. The Judicial Review Office quarterly were all built in this style. The roofs of the towers seem to be covered with ash, the remnants of the burnt southern section. Just as he's about to step out of the door, she hears a faint voice. Lin Qingyan, it's almost time. Do not forget. Lin Qingyan steps out into the cold sunlight without even hesitating. Achoo! Sister Jishen, you're still here? I was waiting to chat with you for a minute. It's not convenient to talk in there. If you still want to investigate Yu Cheng's case, you'd better move quickly. After the Feast of 100 Delicacies is over, all prisoners detained in Baishao will either be transferred to another prison or exiled. In any case, the cells must be emptied within 2 weeks. 2 weeks? The Imperial Decree should reach you shortly. I just spotted it early, so I'm giving you a heads up. And here I thought you didn't care much for these things. It was within my power to avoid caring, but you cannot get it out of your head. Yu Cheng is very important to you, isn't he? He was kind of like my teacher in the Judicial Review Office. He's the one who taught me to distinguish right from wrong. When I first discovered that he had fabricated evidence to convict a corrupt Mandarin, well, I shrugged it off as using any means necessary to achieve justice. However, I never imagined he would set fire to the schoonery. There's absolutely no justice in that. Indeed, I can't figure him out. But it does provoke a question. They've never emptied the jails for the feast before. Why do it this year? This matter may not concern you directly, but I'm sure you've heard something about it. Human experienced a catastrophe at the beginning of the year. Yep, we were a part of that. We were all part of that amazing fucking event. Where Werner wins for no blow. Great event. I had so much fun with that. Seeing the Rat King use his powers and his daughter helping him and the whole new Farron mod thing. Oh, so cool, dude. So cool. Such a cool event. Then this summer we suffered that Da Hong incident. That was Here People Souls. Right. So this is after all that happened. So this is the third Sui event, I guess you can say, yeah. Wait, no, that's not correct. First we had the Forge thing, the Forge event with Neon. Then we had Who is Real with Dusk. Then we had the Invitation to Wine with Ling. And then we had One Wins for No Blow. And then we had Here Are People's Souls. And now we have this. Shit. What was this event called? Shit. Something with Reunion. I remember Reunion. You can read it yourself. You know what this event is. Shut up. Anyway. And what was the root cause of all this? The bestial Sui. This 1,000-year-old case must finally be resolved. I dare not engage in presumptuous speculation. This is as much as I can say for now. Douchey. Sensor Jishan. Why did you terminate the ongoing interrogation? Ah, as the saying goes, words may deceive, so trust your eyes. That's good. I wager you haven't seen the burnt scrollery yet? No, I have not. Perhaps you better go see it for yourself. I will take my leave. So we went from Blaze to now Leizi, okay? Kind of jumping all over the place. Oh, speaking of Blaze, oh damn, that was... Dude, the timing. Okay, cool. The restaurant, which was loud and boisterous just a minute ago, goes completely silent. The regulars, anticipating what is to come, file out of the diner one by one. Of course, they remember to leave money for their meals. Jian closed the door. Ugh. What happened? Jian, wasn't she just eating those tangerine cakes here? Yes, she was. And didn't you tell me she was criticizing the taste? No, she said they taste different, not bad, just different. I guess you'd call it criticism. They're not exactly orthodox. Different to what I had before. So you're the head chef, eh? Pretty young, aren't you? Don't try to change the subject. I was just critiquing the food. That's not a capital offense. Besides, I thought the rest of the dishes were awesome. Now you're on to flattery. This is my restaurant and I have my rules. You either tell me what's wrong with the tangerine cakes or I won't let you leave. I told you already, they taste different to the ones I've had before. Where and when did you eat them before? Oh, maybe more than 10 years ago. When I was living in Victoria, relatives sent them to me. Eh? Did you come here to stir up trouble? Jiang, escort her out. No, we're not in the habit of kicking out customers out of the restaurant. Good madam, think for a minute. What exactly is it about these cakes that taste different? Maybe this is all some kind of misunderstanding? Let me think. I remember the tangerine cakes I had before were sweeter. Yes, you must not have used enough sugar. The tangerine cakes need more sugar. To think I took you for a food critic. You are a woman with absolutely no taste. I won't waste my time arguing with you. Please leave. You say I have no taste when the real problem is your cooking? Oh shit! Roasted, bro. Damn. Blaze, you didn't have to use your firehouse on him like that. Damn. Eh? Oh. Oh no. Yeah. My cooking, you say? Don't make me laugh. My cooking, my culinary talent, my... Alright then, I'll make you a bet. Go out the store here and sample the food at some of the other restaurants. If you find a better tasty meal, I'll give you this entire shop. No, please no. But if you can't find better food, you have to sit at this table by the window and shout out to the streets. Shout what? Apologize to me 100 times. But what would I want with your restaurant? Let's do this instead. If I find food that tastes better, then you'll let me eat here for a month free, and you'll teach me how to cook a few of the tastiest dishes in Chinese cuisine, also free of charge. Huh? There's no Chinese saying, give a man a fin and you'll feed him for a day. Teach him to fin catch and you'll feed him for a lifetime. Hey, that's a good, yeah. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. This restaurant, when I leave, I can't take it with me. If you teach me how to cook a few tasty dishes, I can cook them for my friends. I'm your friend, Blaze. I'm the doctor. But weren't you just criticizing my cooking? I told you all your other dishes taste great. Wait a moment. Don't think you can just trick me like that. We still need to discuss the tangerine cakes. Okay, then I'll take your bet. I know I can find tangerine cakes somewhere in Baishao that taste like the ones I had before. Huh? What's that weird smell? I think it's coming from back in the kitchen. I know that smell. It's like something is overcooked. My stew! My stew! Oh no! Dear customer, I apologize. Our head chef has a bad temper, is easily offended. Please come again, alright? Pretty weird. I've heard that skilled chefs tend to be eccentric. In fact, I'll bet the reason he was able to become a good chef was precisely because he takes his food so seriously. Did you notice that each of the 5 tofu dishes you ordered had tofu cut in a different way, yet every piece of tofu within each dish was exactly the same size and shape? Damn! That's attention to detail, wow. I don't think many chefs in Baishao could accomplish that. You overheard our argument? Sorry, I wasn't eavesdropping, you were just within earshot. You were all having such fun sharing your dishes amongst yourselves. Well, I believe you accidentally took the plate of a tangerine cake that I ordered. Oh, sorry about that. Aw. What a dummy I was, taking someone else's food and then having a fight with the chef over it. You wait here, I'll order you some more. Straight away. No, there's no need for that. I came here today to try the food. After seeing how much you all enjoyed it, well, I figure it must be good enough. However, I'm still a little curious. What exactly did you not like about the tangerine cakes? Oh, so she's the food critic. Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that clicked for me right now. They talked about it in the live stream. Ami had talked about her in the live stream. Yeah. She's the food critic. Right. That's what she has. Yeah. She writes a lot. She has the scroll here and the pen. Right. That makes sense. I can't really put my finger on it, but I just know I've eaten better once before. Are you sure the dish you ate before was indeed tangerine cakes? Of course. One of my relatives lived in Baishao and would ship me these cakes. There's no way I'd be wrong, I'm sure. May I trouble you with a request then? You're going out looking for another restaurant that serves these tangerine cakes, right? Can you take me with you? Sure, you're from Baishao, aren't you? That's perfect. You know your way around these parts. Then again, it's getting kind of late. Let's meet here again tomorrow at noon. What do you say? Certainly. Oh, right. By the way, my name is Blaze. I'm a tourist from Victoria. How should I call you? I am a woman of few hobbies. I like to write and I like to eat. My pen name is The Wandering Foodie. In any case, you may call me Xingshu for short. Yeah, there we go. Oh, she's cute. I don't remember what her... isn't she... is she the... I know one of them is a Vanguard. No, that was Surfer. Xingfu, I don't remember. Such a trove of knowledge. Those wonderful archives. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The dark space still has a lingering acrid smell. On the callous beams of ironwood, murky raindrops tremble, ready to fall. The iron chests that once held so many records and books have been warped and twisted by the flames. The paper and ink within have smoldered into ash, leaving only faint traces of words. Do not linger too long. Rain showers after a fire sends smoke up in the air. Dude, she's so cool. Oh, look at her hair. Wow. What have you learned so far? We have determined that this to be arson. The absurd part, the fire's time and location matched Yu Cheng's confession perfectly. The scholar was heavily guarded, yet one night of the fire the guards didn't notice anything. Not only was the perpetrator highly skilled in Kung Fu, but they also had intimate knowledge of the Judicial Review Office's layout. They must have been working with Yu Cheng for quite some time. You're saying you think this was an inside job? We cannot be certain. How bad was the damage? All records were burned. All records that were burned were from old cases, which has little effect on our current work. However, if these cases were ever to be reviewed in the future, there would be no evidence to go on. Nearly all of these cases were Yu Cheng's responsibility. Do you really believe Yu Cheng was the one who burned the scholarly? Absolutely not. No matter what nonsense he spouts, he was imprisoned when the fire broke out. There's no way he could have done it himself. However, I'm sure he's involved in some way. He's working with someone else. What did he mean when he suggested the files are dirty? Is there something on your mind? Do you still remember the last case Yu Cheng investigated before he retired? How could I forget? 40 years ago, the Minister of Justice was stabbed in the street. The assassin turned out to be a mad beggar. The Judicial Review Office did everything in their power to uncover the man's identity to no avail. In the end, they classified the murder as a random spur-of-the-moment act of violence. But nearly 30 years later, Yu Cheng accused the sitting Minister of Rights, Ningshu, of being the murderer. I worked with Yu Cheng for so many years. I knew him better than anyone. However, in his last few years of the office, he began to change. Something radicalized him. He began doing whatever it takes to catch criminals. He even started fabricating evidence to close cold cases and settle old scores. If the accusations against him were baseless, then why did Minister Ning resign? What do you mean? Do you still remember Gu Qian? Oh boy, this fucking episode is going to be so long. It all began when Kuyang, serving as the envoy of ceremonial arrest, died en route to Victoria. Yu Cheng believed that Minister Ning murdered the Minister of Justice and then killed the important witness in the case 30 years later. But that's the absurdity. The envoy had only just taken office. How could he have been connected to a case from 30 years prior? Moreover, the envoy's manner, place, and time of death were all clearly established. He drowned near the Victorian border. How could the Minister of Rights have orchestrated his death all the way from Baishao? The Judicial Review Office recorded Gu Qian's death in the case files. The files are somewhere in this part of ash that lays before you. Why raise these two cases now? Do you think they are connected to the fire somehow? I would call it a hunch. Yu Cheng's confession has drawn our attention, but clearly there's some kind of larger scheme behind the fire. The real question isn't who set the fire, but the arsonist's ultimate goal. Would you hand this case over to me? No. On what grounds? Yu Cheng asked you to take notes during his trial. This is why you stand here now, and it is also the reason I cannot allow you to participate any further. Whatever Yu Cheng's plan, you are most certainly a part of it. I know you regard him as a mentor and couldn't bear to see his reputation tarnished, but I will assign someone else to investigate the fire. Rest assured we will get to the bottom of this. What about the cases that Yu Cheng wants investigated? You'd best forget about those. No matter what you intend to investigate, it's simply not a good time. Why do you say that? Ling Qingyan, you are a deputy minister in the Judicial Review Office, not some patrol woman. Every case you handle has a ripple effect. Your so-called act of justice may very well become a dagger in the hands of those with ulterior motives. So you know what's really going on with those cases, don't you? Stay away from Yu Cheng's cases. That is my suggestion. Do not force me to make it an order. Oh, and I have one final piece of advice. You must learn to prioritize. The past is never as important as the present. The young deputy minister is still standing in the same spot. As he walks down the path that's been cleared through the rubble, through the place that once held so many case files. Garrison's motive is quite clear. He never wanted those files to see the light of day. Whether Yu Cheng fabricated evidence or not, all available clues in both cases point to Ningxu. But why would the Minister of Rights assassinate another high-ranking Mandarin? He bends down and brushes aside a charred beam, revealing a hint of green emerging from the ashes. It's a pine tree. Yu Cheng Yung. Damn. I planted this tree myself right before I assumed my post in Baishao. After I die, cut down the tree, use it as wood to fashion my coffin. Ling Qingyan, it's almost time. Do not forget. Ah, that's what he meant with that. This is it's so cool, dude. So we have two stories going on at the same time. Blaze and you, and then on Leizi's side. Pretty cool. This month's water bill is 2,000 and electricity is 2,500, while ingredient costs. Go do your accounting somewhere else, please. I can't stand you buzzing in my ear. According to my calculations, if you can come up with another 3,000, we will be able to keep the doors open past this month. And where am I going to dig out that coin? There are ways to do it, like the 2 months of meals owed by Wang the carpenter, or you can visit the shopkeeper Lu across the street and ask him for the balance he owes for last month's funeral banquet. Collecting all of those outstanding debts, and we will have what we need to make it through the month. That's less than ideal, isn't it? Customers on credit are in a tough spot. Going up to them and calling in the debt right now feels awkward, to say the least. You want to play the good guy? Why, every time the rent collector comes calling, do you ask me to deal with him? You're pig-boned. Even if the rent collector is angry, he won't take you in a fight. Dude, you're a Suri! He can't fucking kill you! What do you mean? Okay. Maybe there's another way. Ding Feng Lu is coming here again today to hand out invitations to the competition. They're hiring chefs in preparation for the Feast of 100 Delicacies. If you can manage to win the competition, the prize money alone will be enough to pay our rent through the end of the year. No, no way, no how. I am the proud owner and head chef of Savors of Use. How could I stoop so low as to work for someone else? This is no ordinary cook. The head chef of Ding Feng Lu doesn't take apprentices, but even a casual demonstration provides enough to keep most chefs learning for 3 to 5 years. Plenty of people dream of working under him, never to get the chance. Oh shit. Oh, I gotta... Oh, okay, no mind. Besides, it's for the Feast of 100 Delicacies. The menu is recorded every year and passed down for generations. This is the long life dream of countless chefs. Those who want to attend are free to go. I shall not. Are you scared? I'm not scared, you're scared. What Feast of 100 Delicacies? It's nothing more than a group of old grey hairs hosting a big dinner party. All they ever talk is politics. They don't even have a chance to eat. It's a waste of time. Just listen to your arrogance. You talk as if you've been there in person. I've catered so many banquets. They're all the same. You won't take any of my suggestions. I guess we're just going to let this restaurant fail then. Good grief, what a boss! With a boss like you, I've got to start making new career plans. Okay, if it's just another 3,000 we need, I'll start making extra deliveries each day through the end of the month. Have you no ambition as a chef? Don't you want your restaurant to do well? I'm not even sure why you opened it in the first place. People need to eat, which means there has to be someone to cook for them. As long as we have customers who want to eat my food, this restaurant will do just fine. More importantly, I promised I'd wait for a certain customer, and that one still haven't shown. I can't close the shop yet. What customer? Who do you need to wait for? It's just no time. It's just not time yet. A great stew demands patience. You have to add in the ingredients at just the right time. There's no need to rush. Oh my god, it keeps going. Oh. What's with this thing? I can't get any channels. I want to watch the news. Oh, hi Leizi. Hey, you're back. Indeed. What have you learned? I brought some food for you. I found a new restaurant today. The kitchen stinks to high heaven, but the cooking is pretty solid. Oh, right. There's one other thing. Today I found these snacks that my dad once sent me a long time ago. Who gave you permission to leave your room as you please? What? Seriously? I've been living off takeout for 3 days straight. I just wanted to go out and grab a bite to eat. Is that not allowed? How many times have I told you your identity and status are extremely important? Your current situation is dreadfully tedious. Are you taking this seriously or not? Then Kunyan, are you off your rocker? We already established the 3 rules. No one said I was confined to my room. I had a good life back at Rhodes Island. Then you showed up and told me my father's death was suspicious without giving any details. I came all the way here to Baishao, the place where my dad used to live, and you still haven't told me anything. You made me stay in this room day after day, and now you have the gall to yell at me? Forgive me, I should not have scolded you. The current situation is not as I had anticipated. What situation? Is there anything I can do to help? I don't know. A lot of unexpected things happened in Baishao before we arrived. If you would aid me, then simply do what you can to avoid danger. Understood? As for your father, I just happened to be handed that case a few years ago. The case was originally being handled by my predecessor, someone I trusted deeply. Your father seemed to have been spending a lot of time pursuing a certain truth in the last few years of his life. His death was suspicious. Every clue we found hints that there were larger forces at work there. How large? We don't know for certain, nor can we even hope to guess. But your mere existence is the most important piece of evidence we have. Blaze, I vow to you I will find the truth, and once I do, I will tell you everything. However, until I do, I simply need you to trust me. I need you to cooperate with me. By the way, what were you saying about your father just now? I said I found these snacks that he used to send me a long time ago. And? They don't taste the same as they used to. Maybe it's just because I'm remembering wrong. The Anise have a saying for this, right? The situation remains the same, yet the people have changed. No, that's not right. The situation has also changed. Well then, a mere apt saying would be times change, and with them, change all things. Too much time has passed. It would be very hard for us to find any clues left from back then. But these are in fact one of the few things I've found in Baishout that relates to my father. When I lived with my mother in Victoria, my dad would send them to me from time to time. I figured that by the time I got my disease under control and figured out what I really believed in, my dad would be back in Victoria waiting for me to come home. Naive. Aw, Blaze. That hurts. Aw, that's sad, yo. Everyone longs for that sort of happy ending. And yet, by the time I found a place that could treat my repathy and finish some other things I had to do with the bunny's crew, my dad was gone. Damn. That hurts. That hurts. But you're still part of Rhodes Island, right? She said that when I pulled her. Before you came and found me, I always thought my dad's death was an accident. I was sad, but there were nothing I could do about it. But if you're telling me my father was murdered, then that's an entirely different story. I need to learn the truth. I owe that to my father. And myself. In all truth, I know very little about what happened to your father. Many of the old archives have been lost, and very little information can be extracted from what remains. Just from looking at the case files he left behind, we can see that your father worked as a ceremonial officer in the Ministry of Rights for over 10 years but never got promoted. It seems he was not very well suited to serve in public office. Oh, so now we learn a little about Blaze and her family here. However, to stay in position like that for over a decade, he must have been a good person. Good people also die. Oh, please, don't remind me of Ace, bro, come on. Fuck, man, I miss Ace. I miss a lot of people in Arknights, bro. Shit. Yeah, She walks over to the window, closes her eyes and rubs her temples. The faraway city lights are shimmering in the twilight. The years of wandering are long over. People today are moving from one stage of life to the next, as the city guides them and runs right behind them. Many boundaries are blurred, many high walls become thoroughfares. Many hurried steps pass over the paving stones. Not everyone is qualified to etch their name into the annals of history. Dude, I have to go sleep. I can't keep going. Okay, good. Good. I can't cook for shit. I'm sorry, you. You shouldn't say that to me, bro. Anyway, yeah, I have to go sleep. I'm not even sure I can. I have time to upload this. Okay, well, I'll figure it out. Anyway, that will be it for this time, comrades. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like down below. That would be very much appreciated. And yeah, let me know what you think so far in the story. This is getting super interesting. We're learning a lot about Blaze, and we're learning a lot about all the Sui here. Getting some more Sui story, obviously. Yeah. And if you like what you saw and you want to see more from me, please do subscribe, comrades. That would be very much appreciated. And yeah, I will see you in the next video very, very soon. Have a good one as always, comrades. До свидания.